taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
But yeah, before we get up out of there, we got three movies.
Yeah, we gotta run through them shits. Yeah, you're right. Not enough boxing talk. Sorry if y'all showed up late for the boxing talk.
You know, so I mean, obviously, like this month though has been kind of crazy for movies, especially horror movies too. There's been a lot of them, and some of them have been so dark and violent. I'm like, God damn, I need to go watch something a little bit light. Especially these three fucking movies. Well, the first one we'll do is Mr. Crocket. It's currently, if you have Hulu, it's on there. So basically, Mr. Crocket is a kid's host who basically gets killed, and you know he gets resurrected, and he does.
He sells his soul and get resurrected. Like,
yeah. Well, that's what I said. Yeah, he sold his soul. I didn't want to go into that much detail, but yes, he sold his soul, and he basically punishes. He basically finds the kids that kind of get abused in some sort of fashion by their parents, and he inflicts revenge on the parents, and he kind of kidnaps the kids to his deranged TV set. You know,
which is like an alternate demonic dimension that he's in.
Yeah. And that movie though it's creepy as fuck though. So in terms of following our usual review format, LB, I'll ask you, what was the best thing about that movie?
The whole creativity behind it, just the story really was the best thing about it. Like they really fleshed out a good franchise type of story horror villain. Like I could see this having maybe 2-3 more sequels.
Yeah, same here. It definitely, the ending definitely let us know that this shit ain't over. That's for damn sure.
So what stands out to me the most is the story, and I liked how the deaths were creative, and just the whole. It was feeling good, all of that shit. But that's the overall story stood out the most to me. Like they nailed that perfectly with the whole lore and background of the character and just the way it's filmed. Like I noticed whenever you put a black horror movie and you put the setting in the 90s, them niggas gonna eat.
Yeah, that's
every
fact.
time.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what stood out for me because the story. I mean, there's other elements of the filmmaking process on a movie that made the story shine, but it's the story.
Yeah, the central story, and then there are parts that keep the story kind of, fed, and you just keep it in line so it doesn't go off the rails and stuff like that. It sticks to, there's some side storylines in there, but it still sticks to the main storyline, which is the Mr. Crocket storyline. And
a friend like me is a friend.
That shit was so. The dude was mad demonic singing that shit, and I like to me the cat that played Mr. Crocket though killed that shit. That motherfucker. Yeah, like that dude was legitimately creepy as fuck.
Always popping out the TV trying to kill people.
Yeah. The fatalities. I do think I wish they had more fatalities in there, but the fatalities that he did do are gross. Particularly.
Yeah, like the bodies he caught. Like it. That's the one thing. That's probably the worst thing about the movie. It needed more bodies, and I needed to see more niggas get murked. Like.
Actually, that wasn't a bad thing. The worst thing about the movie to me was the fucking kid. Like, he was pissing me off because I get it. He was supposed to be a sympathetic figure, but he was a shithead. It was like.
That shit, man, nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna like that shit was hard-headed as fuck. I would have probably like elbowed that shit in the forehead. Like, nah, that shit.
Yeah. He was like Joffrey. He's like King Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Like. He's so much of an asshole, like, you just hate him just off rip until he gets his comeuppance. Except in Mr. Crocket, he doesn't really get his comeuppance because he was the sympathetic figure because he was part of the story,
Yeah, because Mr. Crocket, like some of these kids are assholes, and Mr. Crocket just like, oh, you know, your parents shouldn't be mean to you. Hey, fuck you, like
right?
this kid's an asshole. Like you see what he did to his room, like
right?
acting. Fuck this kid, yo. Like fuck him, Mr. Crocket. But on some shit, I kind of get because I'm like, god damn, like, yo, that parent's like abusive as fuck. Like that kid don't deserve that. Like,
right,
yo, Mr. Crocket, where you at, nigga? Like.
So
I get it. Like, you know, I think every kid needs a Mr. Crocket at one point. I mean, when your parents are wilding out too much.
Yeah, like old girl with the heroin addict like father, like you know, that's
that nigga. Oh my God.
Yeah, that motherfucker got his, you know, got in the end.
That nigga's death was crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, like that one ain't feel. That was one of those like, damn. Mr. Crocket needed to get there sooner. Like,
yeah.
See how dirty that house looked? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's one of those, like I think the kid would be better in hell. Like,
right.
Because the life he's living there.
Yeah, and I definitely like the progression, how like basically like, towards the end, like how really truly demonic he got. Like his nature really. Like for like a minute or two, like you could tell that dude had a lot of power, but of course, you know, the ending was kind of abrupt with how they kind of ended it, and that was kind of a minor thing too, because he was about to show how truly demonic he was going to be, and then you know they kind of cut that off at the legs a little bit, but then they kept it up as an open ending. You know, obviously, it's like okay, you know, it's not it, you know, but yeah, we're gonna stop it right there. You know, because it's like they didn't want to reveal too much of how truly evil he actually is.
I mean, with that marker he had, I want that marker. Like that shit was fire. Nigga, I be opening up doors everywhere. Like nigga, put a Walmart. Like I don't know. Like corner store closed. Fuck it.
But I really wanted to review this movie too because. To me, it was getting. I was seeing the type of hate that let's just say Emancipation was getting. Like people were kind of hating it for the wrong reasons. And I was like, because you know, it's like, you know, they're like, it was like, oh, this is weak. Oh, this is like a whole weak ass Freddy Krueger movie and shit like that. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, niggas just be fucking hating. Like these niggas be like broads, yo. They some bitches. Like niggas always running their mouth hating on something. Like. Yeah. Like the movie had like a real dope original concept. Like, yeah, you niggas be like, man, how come black people don't have super villains and heroes and different stories and then they do it. The first thing y'all do is compare it to some cracker shit you seen 30 years ago.
Right.
God damn, like nigga maybe Mr. Crocket needed to save your fucking family.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because there's definitely a place for Mr. Crocket. Like this was perfectly acceptable. Like as a horror film, this absolutely positively worked. Like, yeah, it's like
like with the story. Like, come on, like,
yeah,
everything doesn't have to be fucking Terrifier. Shit.
Yeah, I'm saying. So I mean,
there's other types of horror that doesn't involve like splitting somebody's guts open and kicking them off a cliff. Like, what's that shit we seen this year? We reviewed. A Time of Violence, or the one with the nigga who's just walking slow through the forest killing people.
Oh shit, I forgot the name of that shit.
But yeah, like everything ain't gotta be on no bullshit like that where it's like fuck a story. We just go just show a nigga just kill people.
Yeah, like sometimes it just be straight to the point. You know, so I mean obviously what do you give it as a score between 1 through 10?
1 through 10 is close. Like I feel like with all the elements, it really could be a 9. But I feel like that would be a little too high for a movie that needed a little more depth. DEATH.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strong 8 to me because, like I said,
that's what I was gonna like. It's a strong 8. Like it just missed a few things that could have kept it to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
But it came out the gate swinging. It's a great job for like this whole new like whoever filmed it and all that shit. Like damn good job.
Yeah, like I know, and like I said, they definitely left open for a sequel. And Hulu, I know Hulu's been under grind making these original movies and shit like that. So yeah, I look forward to Mr. Crocket 2, and hopefully, they don't give him like a minute to show how truly demonic he is. Like they really let him let loose on that before they kind of cut him off.
This might be like a Blood and Honey Part 2 type of thing, like where they give you a taste with Part 1 and you're like, okay, all right, these niggas cooking. I fuck with it. But then Part 2, they like, all right, okay, hold on. Like, if you like the wings, nigga, you gonna really fuck with these wings. And we got ribs too, and yeah, we got all this shit, nigga. And you're like, all right,
facts. But yeah, no, 8 out of 10. Like it's a solid 8 out of 10, and like we fully recommend it. Like I said,
highly recommend it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a good. Obviously, we're in the month of Halloween, so like I said, if a black man with a mustache and a bow tie doing the same demonic shit creeps you out, this is the right motherfucking movie for you.
Dude, that world he was living in, that little demonic dimension he was in, like, yo, I ain't gonna like, that's the stuff of nightmares. Like, the moon is pissed off, like, like everybody's eyes look like some TV set on the fritz, like, nigga, like,
and the sets be trying to eat people's legs and shit, like,
like, nigga, like, why would you want to even be there, like? You know how bad your childhood gotta be if you want to be there? And that one bit, like, I gotta follow you. Like, you was the only adult that respected me and cared about me. Like, nigga, you a grown ass motherfucking. But the movie has its funny moments and shit too. Like, y'all gotta see it. It's good, though.
Fully recommended. Second movie is Azrael. Now, this one, the trailer was dope. I think LB was the one because I knew about it and I downloaded it. I hadn't had time to watch it, but LB did, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this shit. Yo, this shit is dark as fuck and demonic." Like, usually when this motherfucker says demonic, that is because he doesn't. It's something he rarely says off rip about a movie. So it's just like, yo, that movie is straight up like, the best thing about the movie is like it's violent as fuck. It's dark and it's violent as motherfuck. Like it's unflinchingly violent. So it's like, and it's
like niggas in the woods level of violence. Like, just like, don't care. Like,
yeah, like I was like, Jesus. Like it's like there's no type of wins in this movie. Like this shit is like, it's just bad. It's just violence, violent, bloody, gory, violent movie.
But I like how it had like a little biblical theme too.
Yeah.
So it made it work. Like, and it's a movie with not a lot of words.
Yeah, and truthfully, that was probably one of the few things that annoyed me. I mean, I have to say as a negative because I mean, when some of the few words in there is like a nigga singing in a fucking truck before he gets like an arrow or a bullet in his brain. So some shit like that though. But
yeah, that movie had like, baby, it was. You know what? Another thing, like, Mr. Crocket ran through smooth. It was like 90 minutes. This is another horror movie, 90 minutes.
Yeah, this way, they didn't fuck around. Like, this
pacing was wonderful. Like, it just didn't fuck around. If you need words and all that shit, you might not,
Yeah,
but if you like to see, see shit happen, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and watching it, you'll be able to piece out the story and everything like that. That is one thing. Even with the lack of dialogue, you'll be able to piece out what things are and what is what. Although it was a trip though. Motherfuckers is getting their fucking knees shot up, and the motherfuckers is just opening their mouth saying that they're screaming, but that shit used to fucking kill me. But there's a reason why, of course. They explain why they kind of are like that. It makes sense. It's actually pretty fucking creative. But it's just a trip. The motherfuckers is getting annihilated, but motherfuckers aren't screaming. Like, their mouths are open, but they're not saying it.
Niggas be having their tongues cut out and shit. And you gotta understand, like, it's the end of days. Like, the rapture pretty much just happened. And you know how they say with the biblical times, the God will flood it out.
Yeah.
But then the next judgment day is going to be fire. Well, yeah, nigga. It kind of the movie starts off after that.
Yeah. Easily.
So you gotta take it from that point of like horror. So it does a good job of world building without really giving you a world.
Yeah, exactly. And I get some people for some people that like they might not want that, but truthfully, like it worked. And shout out to Samara Weaving, like she's low-key been one of my favorite horror actresses ever since I watched Ready or Not. Because Ready or Not was such an underrated horror movie, and that shit was dope as fuck. But again, she's the lead heroine, I guess, in there, and for someone who she just speak not one fucking word, but I felt everything that she fucking did, all the shit that she got put through, from the creatures to the Antichrist, all that shit. Like she really,
all the way to the end.
Yeah.
The Antichrist part was like crazy though.
Because Albert said to me, he's like, yo, he warned me, like, yo, the ending is gonna be, he said the ending is incredibly demonic. He wasn't fucking lying. I was just like, man.
See, that's the type of ending, like back in the day, like if you was pregnant, you couldn't see no shit like that.
Hell nah.
Get fucked up. Like your baby come out with 2 heads, nigga.
Yeah, I swear, if I watched that with my mom, my mom would be like, "Oh my god, blood of Jesus!" So like, my mom would just go crazy over that ending.
That ending was crazy.
Yeah, wild ass fucking ending, yo.
Oh man, that ending was crazy.
So, what would you give that movie as a score, LB?
That movie's a fucking 9, yo.
Yeah.
The pacing, the action. I can't remember too much of the music, but it had this whole like desolate, like helpless vibe in the movie. Like you always on the run, you always moving. And this bitch was moving in this movie, and then there's creatures.
Yeah, though that shit is like, even the scene where she's in the coffin and them creatures come up, from like the secret entrance or whatever, and that shit is like, oh damn, like she done.
That's crazy. And the shit when she was in the tree was another one.
Hell yeah!
Like that whole movie had just some crazy, because it kind of puts you in the movie kind of makes you like, it kind of puts you in her shoes in a way, because you're like, how do I get out of this situation? What would I do if I was her? Like. Mm-hmm. And she's maneuvering, she's trying to save a person, then she can't save them, then she got to do this, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Good movie, like I really fucked with it. Like it's a great horror.
Yeah, I wanted to, because I know it didn't find it didn't find a long life in the theaters, and I get why, because the dialogue, like I said, because a movie that doesn't have a lot of dialogue in it, like there's probably less than 10 spoken words in the movie.
Because you got a lot of motherfuckers, like, they gotta be on their fucking phone, so they rather they want to hear the movie and still know what's going on while they're looking at their phone.
Yeah.
But this movie, you have to watch it. If you turn your head away from it, you're gonna miss something.
Hell yeah.
Niggas getting hit with arrows and guns and motherfuckers like charred up, tar looking niggas is like yapping motherfuckers in the forest.
Like, the motherfuckers look like the creatures. If you ever watched the movie The Descent, it looked exactly like the motherfuckers.
Yeah, but like burnt.
Yeah, like burnt.
If you'd have put like a Molotov cocktail in The Descent and all the creatures come running out on fire, that's it.
Yeah.
Fuck is this? But yeah, highly recommended.
And the funny thing too is IMDb, the reviews for it, like they gave it like a 5.4. That's an average. That's like its average rating. I'm like, this is not a 5 movie. Like motherfuckers is wilding out.
The lowest I can see this movie is like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely an above average movie. Like they gotta stop getting motherfuckers who don't like horror movies to review horror movies.
Yeah, like motherfuckers
is like a romance buff and he fucking reviewing a horror film. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, motherfuckers just like that cookie cutter shit. Like, nah, like, this is another horror movie that thought outside the box and it worked. Yeah, strong 9. Like I said, a little bit. I mean, I understand no dialogue, but the dialogue, I had to dock it because at some points it was kind of ridiculous, but I understand at least they gave a reason why there's no dialogue. But it's one of those things. It was just like, when it was sometimes it was a little bit too much, but then the violence would hit. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
That violence was damn near in every scene.
Yeah,
but it never felt like it was overdone though.
No, I mean, it would happen, and then then you see the character kind of regroup and do some other shit, and then she run into some more bullshit, and then you have to regroup. Yeah. It was just like like I said, they managed to do this within 90 minutes to get to the beginning and end, world building and everything.
And that's what's missing in a lot of movies. I'm glad the horror industry is kind of getting back to that. Hey, look, we can tell a good story in 90 minutes and entertain you, have a good plot. This is all these other motherfuckers with this goddamn. All right, folks, let's get a 2.5 hour movie, 3 hour movie. No, fuck you, nigga. I want the rest of my goddamn day.
Yeah, that's actually a good segue into our final movie, like The Substance. Now, this movie is fucked. Like literally, I mean, I knew because I was the one I told LB about this movie. Like, I told him, because I heard this had a lot of buzz. I'm like, watch this, catch this shit out. Like, I'm hearing this dope shit about this. And he was the one that told me about it. He watched it first. He told me what he thought about it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, when I had some time, I was able to watch it. And I think I watched it after Azrael. And I was just like,
Oh, you had the back to back. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's what's up, nigga.
Yeah. So my mind is already. It's like I'm already thinking, like, God damn, The Substance. First of all, it starts out. I mean, pretty much, it's about a movie about the aging in Hollywood. How pretty much like once they think your expiration date is here, you get replaced. And it's basically
because remember, there's always, no matter how fine you are, there's always a younger, flyer, hotter bitch.
Right. And then
and this movie stands on that.
Right. And so the lead character was not ready to be replaced. So basically, she got told about a formula that she has to take. I think it's like she has to retake it like every 7 days.
Every 7 days.
Yeah.
And you got to have a stabilizer. Stabilize every day.
Yeah, and you have to, and the thing is, like, you always have to kind of remember that, this is like, you are one or we are one. That's like the whole motto of the movie, because basically what happens is, when she takes this formula, she fucking sheds like a fucking butterfly or caterpillar or whatever the fuck, and into a new person. But then,
no, a better, more improved person. It's like drinking something and you lie on the floor and then you wake up and there's another you, but it's the flyest version of you ever.
Basically, it's like a fucked up version of Nutty Professor. If you want to it's a really fucked up version. And for a while, like, the first half of the movie pretty much begs, okay, the better version, okay, yes, and they show like what the whole what the pros are from this better person. But then the whole conflict is like, then both people are like, what, they want to be the dominant person, so they start doing, so both sides of the lead character start doing foul shit to each other, and it just slowly gets disgusting after that, like really disgusting.
And then it climaxes into one of the most disgusting. This is like some Garbage Pail Kids type levels of disgusting.
Like Toxic Avenger, Old Boy, and RoboCop after he goes through the toxic waste type of disgust.
Yeah, we just hit you with like a whole decades of 80s disgustingness right here with describing this. Like,
yeah, like I remember I texted this nigga, like I was heated because I was eating. And then there's a point.
Yo, why you and King P watch horror movies like eating, knowing y'all can't handle this shit?
Nigga, I usually can though, but come on, when you stick a needle through a pussy hole like that, you make a nigga lose his lunch, yo. That shit was. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this? But yeah,
I don't know. People y'all niggas was disgusted by like the normal shit. Like a motherfucker, that shit just cortisone shots to me. All them needles, that's nothing. What disgusts me is when the bitch started mutating into other shit. when a motherfucker ain't supposed to have a mouth growing on the back of their head.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of
She's putting earrings on her ear. One ear is on the top of her head, the ear on the neck, like
or a boob falling out of the person randomly and shit like that.
Yeah, how you growing extra titties?
Yeah,
and then they falling off you.
Or showing necrosis like on the legs and shit like that.
This is nasty shit. Like, ugh.
Yeah, like the movie. I mean, there's reasons why that happens though, but it's just but it's just like, god damn, like they're like really raw with how they make sure it's unflinching. Like, yeah, you're gonna see this, like, and you know, and they're like, we told you, you know, you have to take this after 7 days. You have to follow the plan. If you don't, there's gonna be consequences. And it's just,
you just have to respect the balance.
Yeah,
respect it. Click. That nigga on the phone was just gangster. He's like,
yeah, yeah, like
I was like, yo, that nigga's like no nonsense. He's like, hi, I want to place an order. Yes. Like, he don't even say hello on the phone. That nigga be like, yes.
Yeah.
Your drop off is ready. Click.
Yes. And then he says the shit in that voice over and over again. Yes, you have to do this. You have to do this. And then, do you want to terminate? You know, that type of shit.
Do you want to terminate? Are you sure?
Yeah. So yeah, but basically the high points of this movie were like the satire. Like it's a crazy, whacked out satire on the aging and ageism in Hollywood and shit like that. Done really well in using horror aspects. That's what I really.
Cinematography amazing.
Yeah.
The music amazing.
Special effects were incredible. Like
special effects. Oh my god, this is amazing. Just like, and the way it was filmed, like the up close of the faces, and just showing the whole pretentiousness of it all. Like, they really captured that. I know some people was like, oh, I don't think they captured it enough. I'm like, the movie would be fucking 3 hours then, nigga.
I mean, yeah, the movie
was long, but it didn't feel long. Like, I wasn't bothered by it because it's one of those movies. Like, most long movies or movies that are too long, you feel like you could trim it down. This is one of those movies where I don't think I could have trimmed this down.
No. Because
like,
you would have lost
long, and it just needed to happen.
Yeah, you would have lost something in it if you try to trim some of anything down in there. Cause
yeah, it almost make you want to say, "Damn, y'all could have like really, like, kind of showed more aspects of certain things." Because the whole when like she brought the dude home, like, you thought you would have had more situations like that,
right?
But they just gave you a little tease, a little glimpse of it, but. I guess the only thing you could really cut down if you wanted to was the scenes of them dancing.
Yeah,
but that's like eye candy too. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. But Pilot, you might want to see this like movie. Like you would enjoy this horror movie.
Yeah, like I'd say the weak parts. I'd say the negative about this movie would be because I'm sorry, you know, because I'm an ass man, so there was too many flat butts in this movie. Like, you know, from
had the white chicks. It was a lot of white chick predominantly.
Yeah,
it was, but the main chick is like it's like they got the just rightness. Like, I get it. Like,
I feel it.
Yeah,
but it's the camera angles. Like, these niggas is like on some like like the way they just up close. Like, if I was to make
what was this one called again?
The Substance.
The Substance. Okay.
Yeah, it had, you know, with Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley and Dennis Quaid.
That's why I see people. I see it on the timeline. People saying Demi Moore still looks good or something. I heard some.
There's 61. Yeah, she's still But the young bitch that they got to replace her in the movie. That's what niggas.
Oh, they got the young chicken here. Nice.
Yeah. But nah, Demi Moore, like, yo, she kills her role. The acting. You really get, like, honestly, it almost seems like she took this personal with the way she acts in the movie. Like she's almost living it. Like, it
she was method acting for Tom Cruise.
Like I don't know. It's just the way the vibe. Like, and the movie also has a message too.
Mm-hmm.
And it really hits on certain points because it does have a sadness about it too. Like, I don't know, the movie hits all the emotions while still grossing you out and still making this point. Like, I don't know. I love the film. I thought it was really dope.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a strong 9.
It's a 10 for me, man. It's a 10.
It could put it like I just wish though Dennis, because I actually like Dennis Quaid's role as the Hollywood, as the Hollywood cat though. Because
Dennis Quaid killed his fucking part, bro. Like you heard Ray Liotta? That's supposed to be his role.
Yeah, that was supposed to be his role because unfortunately he died before he could film anything, and I was like he would have killed that shit even more.
Jeez, man, Ray Liotta would have snapped. But honestly, Dennis Quaid did his thing, and Ray Liotta, he still killed Cocaine Bear.
Sure did.
He killed the fuck out of that. So everything happens, but R.I.P. Ray Liotta. But yeah, y'all got to see the Substance. Substance is fucking dope. Like,
yeah. Again, like all three of these horror movies are like it's like original thought. It's like it's not cookie cutter. They're not watering down any messages. They're not watering down anything. It's like that's what horror is supposed to be. Like, granted, like I said, I mean, it was grossing me out, but it wasn't like but it's like okay, you can see this happening because it's like okay. Because horror movies, people are just there's too many people that are just like laughing at horror. It's like like horror like has to have like it should be.
Horror's been the best movie genre for a while now.
Yeah,
like easily. Like when you talking about new movies that come out are innovative and good, and it's crazy because this is the rare time when you got good horror movies and they're not all foreign films.
Yeah, and this I kept on remarking. It's like I don't know why October is putting out so much heat for these type of movies. But
I mean, it's October and they get Halloween. But remember, these are American films, though. Like this ain't no like you don't look, bro. We just did 3 movies and I literally scored them 8, 9, and 10.
Word.
These ain't foreign films, like.
Word.
So it's like I feel like America's finally getting back control of the genre now. Like at one point it seemed like if you wanted to see a real good horror film,
it had to be Japan or some shit, huh? Some
you had to watch some Korean shit, some Japanese, some German shit, some Turkey shit. I had to see horror movies from every fucking country. Like
facts.
So you had to see some shit like that. And especially when it came to the zombie films.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
now the last few years, shit been kind of slowing down, or it's like the reverse shit in boxing with Turkey a la sheet. Like America got out again. Like it's shit. Like y'all dropped like 3 good ass horror movies within a month. Like nah, fuck that. Like this the genre. So yeah, you gotta check these out. Out of all 3, I don't know which one I would recommend first. Maybe in the order we reviewed them in. Actually,
yeah. I would. Yeah. Absolutely.
Save the best for last. Like, get Mr. Crocket to get you a vibe. I mean,
yeah.
Then after that, you might say Mr. Crocket needed a little more action or needed a little more pacing faster than Azrael.
Yeah.
And then you get immersed in that. Then after that, that's so demonic.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just cleanse yourself of something. So we get the pretentiousness and this whole Deco Drive ass vibe from the Substance, and now you got a different vibe. So yeah, that's a good 3-piece.
Yeah, like fully recommend all 3 movies. Fully recommend the order that LB just said to watch those movies and stuff like that. And funny thing is, like there are more movies. I mean, because we usually it's asked me 2 or more. Like I've watched Terrifier 3 and stuff like that, and it's just like I've almost watched it. So I would I would love.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it, bro. Like it lost the anime at the theater, bro. That's my fault. Like,
yeah, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, if anyone else sees it, obviously we'll try to do it. But then probably next week or so, we got some martial art movie, a couple of them we'll do. Both one's on both of them are on Netflix. So yeah, just make sure you watch.
No, wait, hold on. They both are.
Uprising.
Oh yeah. Cause you know what? I'm counting the 3rd movie, the one you just sent me.
Walled In. Yeah, no, that's not on that.
That shit is hard, bro. Like, jeez.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, so we'll. I'm gonna try to watch that so we can review those next week. Because the first two are hard movies, and we're definitely gonna watch this Walled In one.
That might be another 8, 9, 10.
Facts. But I know it's almost 1, so get ready to wrap up and whatnot. Does anyone have any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Oh, yo, everybody come up with a category for the music battles Thursday. Make sure you let Pat know the category so we can be ready to get a music show Thursday.
Oh yeah. So I can actually pick my songs tomorrow.
Is
it just rap and hip hop, or we can do disco and shit like that?
For this one, since this is the very first time, let's just keep it rap. Or do y'all can handle something else? How y'all feel about it?
Are we just picking our own topic and throwing it of which one we're gonna do?
Yeah, you pick your one topic and you make sure you have a song for that topic. You tell Pat the topic. You don't tell them the song yet. Just give them the topic. And then what happens is the day of, once Pat gonna let us know that he got his songs for every topic. Once he let us know, we send him the song. Then he play the shit. That's it. And on the night of the battle, every time it's somebody's category go, Rome, King P, and Sutter will review it. We'll be the judges.
Mm-hmm.
So what Pilot says, first category is Dipset music, Cameron. He pick out a Cameron song, and Pat have a Cameron song. We vote the best.
Right. Next one person be like, all right, Kodak Black singles. You played No Flocking, he played There He Goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit like
and
that.
so on and so on. So it gives everybody a chance to be involved. And even though I made the graphic for Pilot and Pat, we still gotta have that battle.
We can hold off on that. No.
Yeah, that'll be next week. But we'll get the gauntlet off, kick off a new music show. Because after the one with Pat and Pilot, we'll do Rome's show with the album battle, and then after that we got one more battle to complete the cipher, and I think that's Rome and Shuttleworth, and then that's it, and we could do from there. But yeah.
So
pretty much.
Yeah, because the music shit, I know people want to hear more music shit from us, so yeah, we're gonna oblige. And yes, Kingston, Mortal Kombat does come out a year from now. Now, I'm holding my expectations on Mortal Kombat 2 coming on this movie, because Mortal Kombat 1 there was a lot of shortcomings, so I'm just hoping that they get it right this time.
Wait,
that was another movie like all of us reviewed, right?
Was that the one we reviewed with the best scene was the
Sub-Zero and Jax?
No, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, wasn't it?
Scorpion.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, yeah.
Yeah, that
Jax fight wasn't bad either, though.
No, but that was the best part of the movie. That was the beginning. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
That was cold.
Yeah, because we was all disappointed with that shit.
Yeah, like
with that fucking creator player. Yeah.
Right?
Because of the creator player.
Yeah,
they like, why you had this random nigga star in the movie like that? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I think
cartoon was better.
They're supposed to bring back Johnny Cage and shit, right? They haven't had a second part yet, right? Of that shit.
Yeah, Johnny Cage is gonna be in this version. Yeah.
So yeah, y'all get y'all shit together so we don't have to shit on the movie review.
Yeah, because it was this way because because off the trailer we rated it a 10, and then the movie was not a 10.
Like honestly, I only rewatched that movie for the beginning scene.
That beginning scene was hard, nigga. Like I feel you.
Once the intro credits started going, I just cut that shit off. Like, all right.
Because honestly, the movie got worse once it got to Outworld. As soon as they went to like the other land, it's like the movie just tanked.
Once they started developing characters, treating this shit like it's Deadpool and shit, like I was like,
yeah,
that's alright.
But yeah,
and some of the acting was off too. So it was just like,
I don't know. Y'all remember the first Mortal Kombat? It wasn't that many jokes in that shit. That shit was serious as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna
I
lie,
mean, you
it
going
was
to a new.
It was so serious.
It was
so
pretty
serious,
bad
It was
storyline.
kind of scary. It was like,
No, the
damn,
storyline was
these niggas
ass.
is
I ain't
not
gonna lie.
playing.
It was good at special effects, but it was a bad. I mean, it wasn't the best.
These niggas was joking every other line. I'm like, who fucking wrote this? Eddie Murphy, nigga? What?
And on top of that, they had and on top of that, Raiden was sounding too stereotypical Asian, like he didn't know English that well.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, you're a god. Like, bro, like, speak more and like articulate better, nigga. You're a fucking lightning god. And you sounded like some nigga who just like jumped out the library or some shit. Like, and then didn't Goro die on some bullshit? Like, this nigga's like,
He got beat up by a nigga.
grizzly
Goro
bear.
got killed by a nigga's wife and his daughter.
Like, the movie was just so fucking trash. I ain't never seen a movie where niggas rate the preview a fucking 10 and then they watch the movie and everybody, the highest score it got was like a 4.
Like you know the movie was crazy when fucking Kano was probably one of the was like a top character in that fucking movie. Like
Kano was the highlight. You're right.
Yeah.
And I hated I hated Kano in everything. Like, Kano is not like a likable character. But
He's not, but he translates well in the movies.
In that movie, he was, but it's like Kano is like the last villain you pick if you play with everybody. You like, fuck it, I'll pick Kano. Fuck it.
The one-eyed motherfucker with the knife, like fuck it, like.
Yeah, like
you're right about that because Kano wasn't somebody I picked. I'm talking about the OG Mortal Kombat. Kano was like the last nigga I would pick, like real shit. Like, yeah,
I would rather fight with Katana than fight with fucking Kano, nigga. And that's real shit.
Although
everybody but Kano.
Although I'm not gonna lie, the actress that played Melina in that first Mortal Kombat, I think it was Melina, right? Yeah. She was fine though. I see a picture of like.
That was the thick bitch, right?
Like, yeah, she was thick. Yeah, she
looked light skin, right? They made her like a light skin bitch, like a high yellow, like a little high yellow bitch, right?
Yeah. She was fine though. So yeah, like that first, but outside of that, that Mortal Kombat it underachieved with what.
Now real quick, the first movie when I first joined y'all up, it's been a minute, but it was that one where Better Call Saul is like nobody or something.
Nobody. They make it a nobody too.
Yeah, that shit was fine. That's what we ever reviewed, y'all. That was a dope movie.
Nigga, I forgot you was here. To review that. Damn, like.
Oh, okay, yeah, and we're definitely gonna review Nobody too. Of course, that's good. That goes without
Nobody.
The first one was really good. Yeah, the first one was really good.
Hell yeah, that's a damn good movie. Fuck yeah, we done damn really did our thing with the movies. I ain't gonna lie, like we do our thing with the movie reviews, but definitely gonna have some more on the way. Y'all stay tuned. Friday I'm gonna be on this 702's show.
Yes.
So we gonna be lit, turn up. It's gonna be 11 o'clock Eastern. I got the times right. Thank you guys, and thank you Miss 702. My high ass was on some other shit like. I'm thinking like y'all. I'm thinking piloting them is like 3 hours ahead. I don't know what the fuck I was on. Yeah, so if you're on the West Coast, we're gonna be rocking around 8 o'clock. And if you're on the East, I know it's a little late. Just treat it like it's gonna be a top ranked card or something.
This nigga got his script right today. Okay.
It's gonna be 11. Just act like Michaela Mayer is about to fight on ESPN, and you'll be okay. Like we be uplifted. But yeah, y'all just make sure y'all tune in for that. And that's it. Just enjoy the podcast. We appreciate rocking with y'all. It's a great show. Niggas had us laughing. Got to talk about some boxing and all that shit. Hold on. Did anybody parlays hit tonight?
No, because the fucking the Chargers lost on a fucking field goal.
Yo, whoa! The fucking Chargers lost? Like you motherfuckers! Like
on the field goal. Listen, the nigga. They first of all, they shouldn't have even scored that touchdown. Let's talk about it. That niggas. Listen.
I'm sorry, Pat. I know you want to go, but goddamn.
Pat, real quick. The angle that fucking safety took on fucking Kyler Murray when he's sprinting up the sideline was like, yo, he wanted him to run past him.
Nah, that 44-yard run was crazy though.
He didn't even try to stop. No, he didn't even try to stop him. He literally cut his ankle short.
Nah, I'm
like, go ahead, nigga.
Real quick, I'm
None of these prop bet shit. Jeez.
Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry is a cheat code in the backfield. That's crazy.
Yo, tell me why I won every fantasy league because I have both of those players. So I was down by like 50 in every league, and I beat everybody by like a point.
God damn.
Nigga, 5 touchdown passes. I was glad this nigga didn't run it. I mean, this nigga didn't hand the ball off at all. It was just all passes. 5 touchdown passes. Come on, nigga.
Yo, nigga, I am so upset that that was the difference between me winning. Like $7,000 fucking dollars.
You know what's crazy? So my parlay hit, right? Mm-hmm. And the last leg of my parlay, no pun intended, the last leg was Chris Godwin, 65 yards. No. That last catch before he broke his ankle was 17 yards. The last 17 I needed. I finished with 65 yards.
Got him.
And I was sitting there, I'm like, yo, did this nigga just break his fucking leg? And then when I go to check the stats, I'm like, nigga, he got 65. I'm like, damn, he out for the season, but good looking out, my nigga.
Oh man, that's like that final hurrah.
The Buccaneers are done. They just lost their 2 top receivers, nigga, in the same game. You know?
Yeah, I just screenshot how painful this parlay loss is to me. Like, you know, like literally how on point I was until that fucking last game. You know, Arizona wanted to be confident. Like, I'm so fucking heated.
Oh, son of a bitch!
No, listen, man. The Chargers should have won. They had like 500. They had like 350 passing yards.
Yeah, but their secondary was trash. That's the whole thing. Like,
no, there was a fucking a little check down play where dude, Arizona running back ran it for like 40 yards to the field goal range. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the secondary was straight trash. I was like, what the fuck are you niggas doing? Like, tackle that nigga. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know how Kyle was able to check that down to the running back.
How many legs was it?
Well, nigga, it was
what? I see it. Never mind, I see it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Nigga, I was flowing like the Holy Scrolls, my nigga. Like, I almost had $7,000, nigga. Like,
what was the cash out amount before the game started?
Huh?
Yeah.
What was the cash out amount before the game started, nigga? I know they gave you an option.
I never look. I don't do it because if I do the cash out options, then I'm gonna be like, I don't like doing that. But it was probably like around like 6,300. But it was like, yeah, I didn't want to.
Oh man, I would have cashed that motherfucker out if I seen that. I'd be like,
no, because the Chargers been on the roll, but sometimes they don't score.
Nigga, sometimes
they was supposed to win. I didn't see no nigga have the Chargers. But
this is like the 3rd game this season where only their kicker has scored.
Nigga, they were scoring, but they just couldn't defend. Like, what the fuck? How you let nigga run 40?
Oh, so they're like they're the Tim Zoo of the fucking football. Then
listen, these niggas were getting yards after yard. They was all the way at the 1 yard line and fumbled. Like,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck is in? Fuck, I saw that Jalen Rieger shit too.
That's the frustrating ass shit. That's
this nigga caught like a 60-yard touchdown pass. Right before he gets across the touchdown, this nigga knocks it out his hand. It's a fumble.
Inbounds,
it's a fumble, and the dude catches it and then falls out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's like that's the reason why we got rid of Stonehands. That's why that nigga got lost. We had to take this nigga off the Eagles, yo.
But look, they got no receivers, yo.
Hold on, wait, y'all call that nigga Stonehands?
Yeah. Incompetent niggas, incompetent ass niggas, bro.
Hey, that's why we got Keenan Allen now, nigga.
Yo, look, this is a heartbreaking parlay loss because I was flowing.
No, that's terrible, yo. That's a bad beat right there.
Yeah. Nigga, I was flowing like the Holy fucking Scrolls, nigga. I was like, God damn, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. And then the field goal, I was like it took a lot for me not to say fuck during the podcast because we was doing our thing. But nigga, I was so, like
If I'd have been looking at mine, I would have said, "Fuck." None of these niggas wanted to do anything during that damn game.
They couldn't score a touchdown. They were so close.
Nigga, I had yardage fucking parlays, and like these niggas ain't even getting yards. Like niggas just like, what the fuck were y'all doing?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You must have been on the Cardinals because the Chargers was getting yards.
Yeah, no. But that's all right. No, we got another week. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get that parlay. It lets me know that I was on the right path, yo. Just
that was a good one, Pat. You was really on point, yo.
Yeah, yo.
Awesome.
Yeah, but the Chargers have made a powerful enemy for me out of me today. For that.
I don't know. Hey, they play the Saints next week. You gonna put them in your parlay? Who you got on that one?
I mean, the Chargers should win, but nigga, like
they should have won tonight, right?
Yeah, they should have won tonight.
But the Cardinals been spoiling a lot of teams. Like niggas think they're gonna win, and then they spoil it.
Because they say because Kyler Murray hasn't led his team to victory. Like he wins, he loses. He hasn't had two.
Let me check Marvin Harrison's stats because Marvin Harrison should be having better numbers, but
the nigga got hurt. He wasn't playing.
He got hurt again? He was playing today.
He got hurt again. Nigga, he's out. The nigga's a little hurt little boy. He a little hurt jet.
Yeah, he hurt again.
That nigga stays in the locker room. What the fuck is up with that nigga?
Well, he's a hurt boy.
He's injury prone. He's nice, but he's a little injury prone, yeah.
Yeah, but let me go to bed because I'm gonna get upset if I keep talking about this.
My bad. We don't want you to have a Mr. Crocket NFL dream nightmare, nigga.
Yeah, dream about next week when you hit, nigga.
Yeah. Pause. But yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, the way he was left.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, y'all can't.
I mean, hey.
Nah, that's crazy. Y'all can't say.
Hey, dream about next week, nigga. When you. Know what I mean? Like
you can't say that shit when a nigga's not even thinking about that shit at all. That's just like some crazy shit, yo. Hell no.
But it's still good luck, bro. You still gotta do it sometimes, yo. We living in a different age now.
Yeah, don't forget y'all song, your categories for songs. We gonna kill it Thursday.
Yeah, shout out to my Bears, yo. We favorites this week, even though the Commanders are 5-2, nigga, or what? 5-3, whatever the fuck.
Well, old boy's out with a rib injury. He's week to week now.
Good.
Damn.
Good. Good. A good win for us, nigga.
Yeah, I want you to get the win. We go to first place if they lose. So yeah. But yeah,
I can't wait for the fuckery we have if y'all teams play this year.
We don't. Unless we get into the playoffs, we don't.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all told me y'all not matched up this year. That's why it gotta be the playoffs.
Well, we gonna have a first round bye, so I doubt we'll see these niggas at all.
Oh damn.
Nigga, right now y'all are 7th right now in the order, so like you got a long way to go.
Nigga, because we had a bye week. Wait till we get our games back up, nigga.
I mean, Detroit's the best team in the league right now, and I hate saying that because these niggas were losers.
And I couldn't believe when you said that, nigga, because that's unbelievable to say.
It is, but it's true. It's true.
Detroit has never won a Super Bowl, and they last year was their deepest run in the playoffs ever, nigga. Like, stop.
They're the best team in the league right now. I mean, I hate saying. I mean, the Vikings were front runners. I've always felt.
But look, they have to be division champs. They haven't had no division games yet, except last week. They 1-0 in the division. Let's see.
I mean, they number one in They number one in the NFC, bro. Like, you know.
But in our division, that's what matters, nigga. So if they can't beat the Packers and they can't beat the Bears, then they're not gonna make the playoffs.
They can beat the Packers. Like, Eagles beat the Packers. Like we beat them. Like they could beat them. You know what I'm saying?
So, no, man. The Bears got this quarterback, man.
And the Bears got a great defense.
Well, hopefully y'all better not lose to the Commanders, though.
Nigga.
But yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, my bad. I know we've been digressing all night.
Night, nigga.
But for myself, Pat Scorpio, the England representative, for LB Show with the God, the GOAT artist. for King People Diggaby, who already signed up for that, but he was in the subways and shit. You know, for Conscious Pilot, for Rome Top 5. You know, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk. Where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace.